Okay, we're back with another episode of High Rated Edison today. Today we have Treb on 955 versus Roghnach on 1024. So both duelists pretty high rated, but Treb just sitting outside of the top 200, Roghnach inside the top 200. So let's see how this goes down. Opening hands, Bottomless, MST, Miracle Fertilizer, Quackimiru, Gravirose, and Limit Reverse. Okay, so this could be the kind of like plant anti-meta, kind of like aggro beatdown deck thing with Gravirose. This card, if you've never read it, it's level 4 fire plant monster. It's a Quackimiru, so it's got the standard Quackimiru effect, but during each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Quackimiru card from your hand to the graveyard or reveal one plant monster in your hand. During each of your standby phases, you can send one level 3 or lower monster from your deck to your graveyard. So you can normally send like Dandelion or other stuff, and you can access it that way. And then Limit Reverse kind of works with this. Target one monster with 1,000 or less attack in your graveyard. Special summon it in attack position. If that target is changed to defense position, destroy this card. When this card leaves the field, destroy that target. When that target is destroyed, destroy this card. So you can see that this is like could dump Lone Fire, Limit Reverse a Lone Fire. So yeah, there's lots of options in this deck. And then Roghnach has MST, Malicious Edge, Gauze, Kaius, Mirror Force, and Sangan. This looks like some kind of dark hero pile, but we'll see. Rognach's always playing some spice. So they're going to start with a set Sangan. Pass, draw for turn is a Dandelion. They're going to set the Bottomless. Doesn't choose to bring out the Gravirose. They do have a plant to reveal. So yeah, interesting. Draw for turn is an equal now. Going to equal into a Stratos. Stratos add Prodigy. Yeah, so Treb kind of has some idea of what they're on now. Flips to Sangan. Stratos in, Sangan in. Yeah, I'm just going to pass it there. I'm going to summon out the Gravirose now. Going to get into the Stratos. Yeah, probably going to set, MST, reveal the Dandelion now, and pass. Draw for turn is a Miracle Fusion. They've got to get this off field, and they have what they need to do that in Prodigy Kaius. So I think that's the line that Rognach's going to be forced into. Rather not Prodigy Kaius, rather just Tribute Sangan Kaius. MST hits the MST, going to tribute the Sangan for the Kaius. Kaius is going to get Bottomless, but they are going to be able to take out the Gravirose before it starts doing its thing. Add there is going to be a Subsitoad. Okay. Okay. Yeah, didn't see that coming, but yeah, it works. Pass, draw for turn is a Kaius. They're going to set the Dandy, set the Limit Reverse, and pass, draw for turn is an Ocean. Okay, Prodigy now. Tribute for the Malicious Edge. Yeah, this is going to give them the draw as well. This is draw and piercing. This is good. Yep. Takes a whole lot of damage. Yeah. Sets the Mirror Force, gets to draw the Econ in end phase as well. That's nice. Nice. Draw for turn is a Starlight Road. Yeah, they're going to tribute one of the tokens, get rid of that Malicious Edge and try and get in, but that's going to get met with Mirror Force. Sets the Starlight now and passes. Draw for turn is Abyss Soldier. Okay. Yeah, okay, we saw the spice. With the spice located. So level 4 water aqua monster. Once per turn you can discard one water monster to the graveyard, target one card on the field, return it to the hand. Okay. Substitute coming out now. Yeah, that's going to grab a Swap Frog. Swap Frog dump Treeborn. And then Swap Frog going to get into that token. Bounce back in main 2. Pass. Draw for turn is a Dust Shoot. They're going to Plague Normal Summon out. Bring out the Dandelion with the Limit Reverse. Use those two to go into an Android with 2 tokens. Yeah, this is good. And they're going to get in with the Android. The Limit Reverse stays up as well. Yeah. Yeah, so that helps with the Starlight Road in case they draw into heavy. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. Going to set the Dust Shoot now. Pass. Draw for turn is another Subsitoad. They're going to trap Dust Shoot. They're going to put back the Abyss Soldier. Yeah, I guess you... Oh, do you have to do that? You don't have to do that, but yeah, you're kind of cooked, right? So Treeborn's coming out. So they've got econ to take your android, then it can come out again, so you could then tribute both for a Gauze. I don't know. Yeah, there's no right choice here. I think you're kind of cooked either way. Okay, so Treeborn coming out now. Yep. Okay, just going straight to main phase. Going to do Frog combo instead. I think this works. Substitute can get into one. Swap can get into the other. They can enemy control it in battle phase. Attack in with the android now. Main 2. They use it with Substitute for the Swap Frog. Swap Frog's going to bounce back the Substitute. So I don't think Roghnach in this build is playing any dupes. I think they're just playing the 2 Swap Frog, 3 Substitute, 2 Treeborn. But it's really hard to tell with them. Draw for turn is Botanical Lion. Yes, this is cool. If you've never read this card, level 4 Earth Plant Monster. Gains 300 attack for each plant monster you control. Control of this card cannot be switched, so it can't be brain conned or e-conned or anything like that, which is cool. And usually, you know, this with the Gravy Rose means that you're just like, you're putting the biggest monsters out. Okay, yep. And then Treb just going to see that draw and admit defeat. Yeah, they were kind of cooked there. So Roghnach going second in game 2. Opening hands, Treeborn, Abyss Soldier, Raigeki Break, Stratos, and Swap Frog. Interesting they don't side this out. Kaiku, Crow, Caius, Bottomless, Judgment, and Skill Drain. Okay, yeah. Cool, I guess. Let's see it. I guess the Botanical Lion effect doesn't activate, right? Yeah, but it would be negated under Skill Drain. Yeah, sorry, I'm being an idiot. It would be negated under Skill Drain. Okay, so going to start with Kaiku, set, Bottomless, set, Judgment, and pass. Okay, set, Bottomless, Judgment, and Skill Drain, pass. Draw for turn is Mirror Force. They're going to start with a Stratos. Stratos is going to get Bottomless, but not before it grabs the Alias. They're going to set the Raigeki Break now. Set the Mirror Force, pass. Draw for turn is Botanical Lion. Yeah, we're going to try and get him with both of these now. It's going to end up getting Mirror Force, which is going to get Solemned. Yep. So, very simplified game now. Yeah, 18 and 19 from the monsters pass. I think the draw for turn there was the Torrential. Going to Raigeki Break, pitch the Treeborn. That's going to hit the back row now. They're doing that in standby phase so they can bring back the Treeborn, which is going to get crowed. Yeah. The thing is, they don't actually have a Monarch. So, yeah, that crow's kind of been baited. You could make the argument. They've kind of baited that crow. Yeah, Alias coming out. That's going to get over the Kaiku now, and they're going to set the Torrential pass. Draw for turn is a D Prison. Going to tribute for the Caius. That's going to get met with a TT. They're going to set the D Prison and pass. Very simple game state now. And Roghnach is up on card advantage. Let's see if they can stay that way. Swap Frog coming down. Going to dump the Treeborn. Going to get him for 1,000. Not choosing to bounce back now. Gauze is the pickup, which is unfortunate because they have set the D Prison, but it just means they're going to have to use it first. Draw for turn is an Abyss Soldier. They're playing 2 of this. I don't even know what set this card's printed in. Going to summon out the Abyss Soldier now. No effect. Then going to pitch to bounce one back. Then Swap Frog can go in. Yeah. And they'll just take one of the damages and bring out the Gauze. They were on for exact game. But yeah. Not going to get that now. Swap Frog's going to bounce back the Treeborn. And they're going to pass. Treeborn here is good with Abyss Soldier because it just means they can Abyss Soldier, dump the Treeborn, bounce something back. Draw for turn though is Line Fire, so this is a lot of pressure that Rognach's going to be under now. They've got the Titanial, so they can battle in and beat both of these, and then whatever they try and target, I assume this targets. Yeah, they can negate this with Titanial, so it's just the top deck that saves Roghnach here. And it's the Heavy. Yeah, it just doesn't do enough. Heavy Storm hits the D Prison. They're gonna, yeah, negate that. Yeah, okay, we're going to game 3. Okay, cool. Cool. Rognach's gonna get to go first in game 3. Let's see what it looks like. So, opening hands are Furt, Oppression, Bottomless, Mirror Force. On this side, they have Miracle, Treeborn, Caius, Prodigy, and Raigeki Break. This is good, sort of. Yeah, this is okay. Going to set the Rogeki break now. Pass, draws Gravity Rose. Sets the Bottomless and the Gravity Rose now. Along with the Oppression, Mirror Force. Pass. Yeah, going to try and Rogeki break in end phase. Hits the Mirror Force. Okay, they've still got Bottomless, Oppression, and this is the Gravity Rose now. Pass. Draw for turn as a Rogeki break. They're going to bring the Treeborn back now. They can Kaius that, get rid of the monster, but that is going to walk into the Bottomless. I think you're okay with that as a trade. You've banished the one plant they had, meaning these two Miracle Ferts are just doing nothing. Going to set the Rogeki break and pass. Draw for turn is Skill Drain. Going to set the Skill Drain, set one of the Bluff Ferts and pass. Draw for turn is a Sangan. I think you just bring, I think you just bring the Sangan out, try and get in. So that's effective. Draw for turn is a Debris. Just going to set that. Pass. Draw for turn is an Equal. Going to Equal into the Stratos. But that's going to get met with Skill Drain. Yeah, that feels good. Feels really good there. Stratos going to try and get in, but I can't because of the Debris. Going to move the Sangan to defense, and they're going to pass. Draw for turn is a Polynosis. If you've never read this card, it's a counter trap, which is very important. When a monster would be normal or special summoned, or a spell or trap is activated, tribute one plant and negate the summon or activation if you do destroy that card. So this is basically Solemn for plants, and they can play 3 of it, which is crazy. Draw for turn is going to be an Econ now. Yeah, they've got a Treeborn, so they've already made it to main phase though. I feel like Roghnach could have Rogeki braked, hit the Skill Drain, maybe hit the one of the face downs. Treeborn, take Synchro here and try for a game shot. Yeah. Okay, not choosing to go that way, but they are going to Econ to take, and they are going to Synchro for a Black Rose. Yeah, it's going to get met with a Royal Oppression. This is quite the lockdown. I'm surprised Roghnach isn't Rogeki breaking here. Yeah, I'm really surprised they're not Rogeki breaking here. They do have the Swap Frog to add though. Okay, what they're saying is does that work that way? So it would be Sangan, Chainlink 1, Black Rose. No, it wouldn't. It would be on summon before the card is even summoned, after the card goes to... I don't know how this would work out. So they're saying Black Rose Dragon effect Chainlink 2. So it would be this on summon. Okay, I don't know how this chain is resolving. I'm confused, but the players are resolving it how they see fit. I think it's Sangan is going to add in the summoning window, right? So you can add that, and then you can pitch it with Rogeki Break to pop the Royal Oppression. I think that's how it works, and then and then the Black Rose Dragon effect goes off. But maybe I'm wrong because they've kept these. I don't know how this is comboed out. The Ab-Zero is going to get in now for 25. Pass. Draw for turn is Beast King Barbarous. That's a hell of a draw. So that can go in now. And the Ab-Zero is going to go off in the grave. They're going to set the Polynosis now and pass. Draw for turn is an Abyss Shark. Treeborn's going to come out now. They're going to summon the Abyss Shark and try and get in. That's going to be successful. Pass. Draw for turn is a Debris, which they can set. Pass. Draw for turn is a Compulse. Going to try and get in with the Abyss Shark, but that is going to reveal that it's the Debris Dragon. You're going to take a bit of damage. You're going to set the Compulse now. And pass. Set the MST. Pass. Draws the Treeborn. Okay, now they're going to Miracle Fusion. Yep, and this gives them the Ab-Zero. And this one is just over, right? Yeah, so Ab-Zero is going to get through the Debris, and then Abyss Shark. It's going to attack direct. Yeah, right, it's going to take this one. Nice, really cool game. Really cool game. Still unsure about that whole Black Rose Dragon Royal Oppression. Can you discard the card that you add with Sangan stuff? But if someone can let me know in the comments how that chain link actually works, that would be great. Because yeah, I'm slightly confused. It's Black Rose summoned with a Sangan, and then can they use the card they add off the Sangan to pitch for the Raigeki break to negate the Royal Oppression? And if they didn't do that, it sounds like the Royal Oppression did go through, and then they decided to Raigeki break it after, because they didn't lose the skill drain and the set fertilizer. So I think Roghnach used the Raigeki break after and then went for the Ab Zero lines, leaving the skill drain up, and the other face down without the Black Rose resolving, probably because they didn't want to pitch the Swap Frog. Probably because they didn't want to pitch anything but the Swap Frog, sorry. So yeah, really good game though. Rognach's going to take it with this weird water fusion Abyss Soldier deck. Very cool, very cool. Maybe this is the next buyout card for Edison, like Sphere of Chaos. I'll check printings for this tonight. We'll see. But yeah, this kind of plant bandit deck of botanical bandits or whatever it's been called is pretty cool. The Gravity Rose is pretty cool. It's a very nice looking ultimate rare in paper if you still play paper. But yeah, really cool deck. Just not able to get it done here, but it has some really fun interactions. I say fun, has some interesting interactions around like skill drain and other stuff like that. So yeah, definitely can see why Treb is getting up there with their rating on this deck, but just not able to get it done this time.